Dogs that are very active can have a really hard time slowing down enough to actually do a proper heel. The easiest way to teach these kinds of dogs is by making it a really fun and easy game. For this behavior, you're going to need a clicker and your dog's favorite currency. Lisa's favorite currency is the Frisbee, so I'll be using that today. When teaching a high-energy dog, you need to break things down into so small chunks that sometimes it may sound ridiculous. This is because dogs that are more energetic need more feedback from us. Their brains are working so fast that sometimes it's hard for them to figure out what we're actually wanting them to do, unless we give them a super high rate of reinforcement at first. With all that said, let's get to it. Start by clicking whenever your dog is standing next to you in the heel position. Now notice that I said standing. Don't even attempt to move yet. Keep practicing this until your dog consistently goes into a heel position at your side. If your dog's favorite currency is food, then I suggest throwing his treats away from you when rewarding him, because this will set your dog up for the next rep. As your dog starts to understand what you want from him, then start to take a step, then pause partway and click and give your dog his reward. You may have noticed that your dog doesn't move at all, but this is what you want. He stayed right next to you, didn't he? It is really hard for any dog to slow their pace down to match yours, let alone one that is super active. Eventually, you'll be able to take one step, then two, then three, and so on. If you ever find your dog is starting to go ahead of you or is starting to walk sideways right next to you, then go backwards in your training plan until you find a spot where your dog does the behavior correctly. Whenever you're training a behavior, you almost always go forwards and backwards in your training plan before reaching the desired behavior. Once you can take at least 5 steps with your dog in a heel position, you can start to add your cue. Simply say your cue whenever your dog goes to your side and starts to walk right next to you. Like, you can use the word heel or side or whatever you want. It doesn't matter, just as long as your dog knows what it means. If you consistently say the cue before your dog does the behavior, eventually he will associate the word with his actions. Over time, you can build duration with your dog's heel, but if you have gotten to the point where you can take 5 or more steps and your dog is still in the heel position within a few training sessions, that's incredible. If you're having a hard time clicking at the right time to reinforce your dog for being in a heel position, then I suggest setting up some little cones in a line and put them so close that they're touching each other at first. Then click and treat every time you reach one of those cones with your dog in the heel position. Then as your dog gets better at staying in the heel position, you can pick up some of the cones along the way, and the distance will gradually get bigger and bigger in between the cones, making it so your dog has to heel for longer amounts of time before getting his reward. This is a really nice visual reminder for those of you who are struggling to click on time. As always, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'd absolutely appreciate it if you liked this video and then shared it with a friend who you think needs to watch this video. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so that you hear when new awesome videos come out. Have a wonderful day, guys!